Great. For Bolt, you'll specifically need the Project Requirements Document, or PRD. You can paste the text of the PRD into Bolt's input field, or attach the PRD document using the Upload Files feature in Markdown format. Then, prompt Bolt, before you code anything, tell me what you understand about my project.
What if I told you there's an AI agent that will help you get the most out of the AI coding tool that you already use? You see, something that I have been hearing time and time again, at least lately, is that some of the AI coding tools are challenging to use, especially for those coming from a no-code background, just like me. One of the main challenges is finding bugs in the code that is being produced by the AI coding tools, and also knowing what to prompt the AI coding tool on what to do next. We have to know how to build the structure and architecture for these tools, but we don't understand the code, or perhaps we have a limited understanding of how the code should look like. Well, that's a thing of the past, because one of my favorite tools, CodeGuide, has just released their AI agent called Codie, and Codie is able to guide you step by step through the process. It's just like having a co-pilot whom you can talk to and ask for their opinion, and the co-pilot can see the screen and they can see what you're doing and help you guide you through the process. Now, today I will guide you through the process of how to set up Codie and how to use it in Bolt. At least that's the demo that we will be doing today. But it's really important to know two things. Number one, you will need your own Google AI Studio API key. It's completely free right now, so it should not cost you anything, but because of some restrictions on how the API is set up, you will need your own API key. The reason why is because the API right now is not in production mode, it's on beta. That's number one. Number two, CodeGuide doesn't have a free tier or a free trial. You will need to subscribe to their $29 per month subscription in order to be able to use Codie. I will say that based on my experience, CodeGuide is more than worth it, as it saves you time and money and those precious tokens that you get from Bolt, or messages from Lovable, or credits from Replit Agents, and so on and so forth. So I believe that it's worth it, but you be the judge after you watch this demo video. Now, to find Codie, all you have to do is log into your CodeGuide dashboard and look on the right side of the screen. The first time that you use Codie, it would prompt you to enter your Google AI Studio API key, and it will provide you the link for you to get that API key. Like I said, once you set up your API key on the Google AI Studio, you copy it, paste it into Codie. It doesn't cost you anything right now. As of January 26th, that API key doesn't incur any cost on you. So you will be able to use Codie completely free as long as you have an active CodeGuide subscription. With that out of the way, let's explore Codie. Just one more thing. If you still don't have a CodeGuide subscription, I will leave a link down in the description below. It is an affiliate link. It doesn't cost you anything, but it gives me a little bit money in the form of a commission when you get that subscription. This is a sponsored post by CodeGuide, but I truly believe this is a great tool. That's why I agreed to do this video. To trigger Codie, all you have to do is click on the play button, and it will give you a warning that this is an experimental feature. It is an experimental feature on Google's part on their API, so just keep that in mind. There might be mistakes that happen along the way because Google is still trying to figure out exactly how to better implement this. But as of right now, as of today, I have been using these for 2 or 3 days now, and I have had great results, and I'm happy with what I'm seeing. Therefore, why the video? We'll click I understand, and Codie is active right now. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to share my entire screen, and we're going to be sharing screen 2, which is what you're seeing right now. So I will hit share there, and I will unmute Codie for me to be able to communicate with it. Hey, Codie, can you hear me?
Hi, Jay Vasquez. I'm Codie, your Code Guide agent. I'm here to help you with your projects. First, can you enable screen sharing so I can see what you're working on?
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I see your screen. I see that you are on the Code Guide dashboard. You have a few options on the left sidebar, main area with metrics and recent projects, and also Codie on the right side of the screen. What can I help you with?
So I want to start a project. I want to produce my documents to be able to export them to Bolt. I want to create an AI coding tool, and I want you to guide me through the process on how to create the documents on Code Guide before we go into Bolt.
Okay, I understand that you want to create project documents using Code Guide and then export them for use in Bolt. Let's start by going to the new project page in the left sidebar.
All right, I click on the new project page. What should I do now? I look like it disconnected. Let's reconnect it again. Hey, Cody, I click on the create new project on the left sidebar, and I am on the create new project screen, and I want to create an AI coding tool using Bolt. What should I do next?
Hi, Jay Vasquez. I am Cody, your Code Guide agent. I can help you with this project. You are on the project details page. The first step is to describe your project in the text box that says, "What do you want to build?" You can also use the template button or the mic for voice input.
Moving forward, just know that I will guide you through the process, give you an idea of how the code guide generating documents work. But there is a video that is specific to that on my channel. I will leave the link down in the description below. Feel free to go and watch the video. I think it's important to understand why I use Code Guide as a starting point for all my projects. But with that being said, I will give you a quick walkthrough just for you to get an idea. So on step 2, you're going to select which tool that you're going to be using. In this case, we are using only Bolt. So I will uncheck any other tool. It looks like they're all unchecked, and I will click next step for the next step. It's saving, so it might take a moment. On this step, you're going to want to answer all the questions that the AI is asking you for, or you got 3 options. Number 1, you can just type your response. You can talk to the AI and it will transcribe your response and add it here, or you can have the AI to answer it. I will let the AI answer this for me because I have already done this. This is just a walkthrough for you to see. As you can see, the AI is answering them for me. I recommend that you take the time actually answer them with specifically what you want, because that would help the AI write the documents moving forward. So we just click next, and here we have a summary of what we have created. And the next step will be generate the outline and generate the document, which we are not going to. So these documents have already been downloaded. Let me open that for you to see. This is what you're going to get once you download the documents. You get 7 documents. For Bolt specifically, we are only going to be using the project requirements document because that will be giving Bolt an idea of exactly what we needed to do. Now let's go to Bolt and let's make sure that we can actually build using Codie, and Codie can guide us through the process. All right, now that we're ready, we're going to trigger Codie again. And this time, what I'm going to do, rather than sharing my whole screen, I'm going to share a specific page for Bolt, and I will share that. That way we are working on specifically this page. And let's talk to Codie. Hey, Codie, can you hear me?
Hello, Jay Vasquez. I'm Cody, your Code Guide agent. I can hear you. I am not able to see your screen. Can you enable the screen share option so I can guide you better?
I did. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see the Bolt interface. Now let's get started. Have you downloaded the project documentation from Code Guide?
Yes, I did.
Great. For Bolt, you'll specifically need the project requirements document, or PRD. You can paste the text of the PRD into Bolt's input field, or attach the PRD document using the Upload Files feature in Markdown format. Then, prompt Bolt, before you code anything, tell me what you understand about my project.
So what I did right now is I added the project the PRD file on the requirements document and added to Bolt. As Cody mentioned, I asked for tell me what it understands about my project. So I did that. Let's continue. All right, I did that. What should I do next?
Okay, now that Bolt has an understanding of your project, ask it to install the required packages and set up the project structure. A good prompt for this would be install the foundational project structure first. If you have any specific technologies you want to use, like Astro, Tailwind, or Shad CN, include that in your prompt.
For the sake of time, I will go a step further and I will ask build the page for that. I will ask to build the dashboard as well because I want to make sure that we are actually moving forward. I don't want to keep you longer than I need, but I want to show you how great Code Guide is at creating these documents, how good Codie can be at helping you um, through the process of developing. As you can see, it has told me exactly step by step on what I need to do. So that right there for beginners, for no code developers, and even for developers that are new to use these tools, or even those experienced that might need a copilot so they can talk to as they're building and ask questions. This is a great companion to you. Um, I believe that so far, even then, just by looking at my screen and telling me exactly what to write, that's a win. But let's see what else we can get out of it. All right, so if you remember, we're building an AI coding tool. And as you can see, it could use some adjustments uh, to improve the UI, but so far this look relatively nice. Hey, Cody, I have a question. So as you can see, there is something bleeding over to the previous screen down here on the code area. How should I get rid of that? Or what prompt can I write for both remove that?
I see what you mean. You are referring to the text that is showing below the code area. To resolve that, you can ask Bolt to clear the terminal, and that should remove the text below the code area.
Now, what I'm talking about is this black square that goes into the preview area, just a little bit to the right of the code.
Okay, I understand now. You're referring to the black square that's bleeding into the preview area on the right. To fix that, you could ask Bolt to adjust the layout to fix the preview area overlapping the editor area, and that should fix the issue.
It starts pretty fast. So I ha- and I'm not a fast typer, so I just have to try to remember what it says. Perhaps I didn't wrote the exact same prompt, but as you can see, it was able to see exactly what I was talking about and provide me with idea of how I can actually build. Overall, I would say that It's actually quite nice, the UI that it was able to produce. Typical Bolt's UI, they are nice. I think this is a little bit uh, nicer than we would normally. So this is nice. Um, let's. If it's the issue, what should I be asking on Bolt to create Nest? Hey Cody, what should I be asking Bolt to create Nest? Let's see here. Hey Cody, can you hear me? Again, since this is still in beta for the Google API, sometimes it times out. It looked like it might have time out just now, so we'll see. Share the screen. Hey Cody, can you hear me?
Hi, Jay Vasquez. Yes, I can hear you. I'm Cody, your code guide agent. I'm here to help you with your project today. Could you please enable screen sharing so I can see your screen and provide more accurate guidance?
I just did. We're working on Bolt. We're building an AI coding tool, and it has created the dashboard. What should I be asking these code? What should I be asking Bolt to build Nest?
Okay, I see that you're on Bolt and you're building an AI coding tool. The first thing you should ask Bolt is to tell you what it understands about your project. Have you downloaded the project documentation from CodeGuide?
I downloaded the product, the PRD. I uploaded the PRD. I asked Bolt to tell me what I understand, and it has created the dashboard now. What should I be asking to do next?
Great. Now that you've uploaded the PRD and Bolt has created a basic dashboard, you should ask Bolt to install the foundational project structure next. This will help set up the basic files and folders for your project.
They already did that.
Okay, now that you have the foundational project structure set up, let's move on to the next step, where you start building the core functionality of your application, one feature at a time.
Okay, what feature should I do next?
Okay, let's start with the main page. Ask Bolt to create the basic layout of your main page with a header, a content area, and a footer. And then you can start working on individual components and features of this main page.
All right, so we have the main page, we have the dashboard, and we have a side. If you see, we have a sidebar, we have a column in which we have the code and the terminal, and we have another column in which we have the preview. But this is bare bones right now. What should I be asking for it to build next?
Right, now you should ask Bolt to create the basic layout of your main page with a header, a content area, and a footer. This way you can have the basic structure you need for the main page and then add more elements and features.
I don't want to build the main page. I want to focus on the dashboard.
Okay, you can ask Bolt to create the basic layout of the dashboard with a sidebar, a header, and a main content area. This will help you get started on the dashboard.
All right, so I asked for it to create the basic layout of the dashboard.
Now that you've asked Bolt to create the basic layout of the dashboard, you can start adding individual components and features to it. Let me know if you have any more questions.
What feature should I ask first?
Okay, let's start with the core elements of your dashboard. You can ask Bolt to add a list of recent projects or a summary of key metrics. This way, you can start populating the dashboard with relevant data and content.
All right, so we're going to create the project screen. We're going to ask to route it to the project
You want to create
sidebar menu.
you want to create the project screen. You should ask Bolt to create a list of the projects that the user can see on the dashboard, with each project having a title, a short description, and a button to view details, and then we can proceed to the next step.
All right, so I'm able to have that conversation with Codie, right? Sometimes tells me, hey, you should be doing this or you should be doing that. But we're able to have that conversation. She have the context of what she's seeing on the screen, and we're able to actually talk and forth. My hope is that at some point I'm able to ask Codie, okay, so you give me that prompt, please go to the input field and input that prompt. That way I don't have to type it or try to remember what Codie is telling me to write. But I think as of right now, it's really cool that I'm able to use this AI coding tool with the help of an AI agent, in this case Codie, to be able to answer questions for me and guide me through the process of exactly what I need to do. Both on both sides, the mistake, I duplicated the, it looked like it duplicated the sidebar, but it was able to create a project space similar to the one that Codie was mentioning. I think in the future, we will have, as technology advances, Codie would become more and more powerful. In its current state, I think it's great that I'm able to ask the Copilot to build with me and be able to go through the process of doing exactly what I need to do in order for me to be successful building these projects. This saved me time, but not only time. One of the most precious things in AI coding development is being able to save on those tokens and those messages that can become quite costly. But if you can save by using a tool like Codie and CodeGuide to give you the initial push, I think that's more than worth it, especially if you're building many projects every single month. Now, you be the judge. Let me know what you think. And with this, we have made it to the end of yet another video. I really hope that you have found this useful, especially as Codie can be a game changer for those of you that might be getting started or might be struggling with using tools similar to both. Perhaps you're using Lovable or any of the other tools that are out there. I really hope that this will serve you as a opportunity to explore this new AI tool. With that being said, I really appreciate you taking the time and watching this video with me. If you like it, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It will really help me out a lot spreading the word and being able to reach more people out there and telling them about the magnificent opportunities that are available with AI coding tools. Otherwise, thank you for watching and hope you have a great rest of your day.